Hello and welcome back to another LEGO Unbox, Unbag and Build per bag. This time I'm here with set 71721, Skull Sorcerer's Dragon. It was released on the 1st of June 2020 for the UK and Europe, and the 15th and then wider on the 24th of August in the US. It has 1016 pieces, is rated ages 9 plus and comes with 6 minifigs, as you see in the bottom right corner there. It retails at €79.99 in euros, $74.99 in pounds and $79.99 in dollars. So here we have the Grief Bringer, aka the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon. The reanimated bones of this beast cannot be defeated as long as the Skull Sorcerer's magic runs through it. I think this set looks amazing, I really do. I bought Zippy recently and it's kind of set my love of LEGO dragons in stone. It includes the Skull Sorcerer, who doesn't have his mouth on his mask, which would have looked great. But it also then includes 3 of our ninjas, a couple of awakened warriors, and notably you also get the Ivory Blade of Deliverance, but not the Shadow Blade. Great marketing tactic that may even work on me. The dragon appeared in 5 episodes of season 13, and then the island arc came after that along with Zippy. Next in season 15, I think it is, we will get Nia's Water Dragon, and I already know that I'm going to just have to buy it. Another great marketing scheme is if you buy sets 71722, 71721, 71719 and 71717, you can combine the lot into a massive board game, or just combine the lot into a big huge dungeon playset. Just notably another great marketing tactic, one that I appreciate, but I don't like. You know, it's kind of like in-game purchases. You buy the game, you expect you're getting full use out of the game, but you buy this set, you're not getting full use out of the board game. You know, you have to buy all the other sets to get the board game. And I mean, I might be nitpicking, but it's just an opinion that some people might have. It's definitely an opinion I used to have, but the more I buy LEGO, the more I want to buy LEGO, so I like the idea of that. On now to the rest of the box. You will see on the top all of our characters there laid out nice and well. You got the typical 1-for-1 minifigure up there. On the side of the box you'll see the Blade of Deliverance there. This box is really big, so it's kind of harder to make out, but you'll see the Blade of Deliverance there on one side, and you'll see small print then on the other side. On the bottom you'll see more small print and logos and stuff. Sorry it's upside down, but again it's a really awkward kind of box to show you. And just noticeably the box art doesn't wrap around like it did with Zippy the Jungle Dragon. The box art isn't as appealing as the other one, but on the back of the box then you'll see typical stuff. You'll see the dragon from another perspective. You'll see 2 action boxes. You'll also then see that you can kind of use the board game a little bit in here by the looks of things, but it's not going to be that massive. It mainly is to add on to the rest, which is shown up here. You buy these sets to make this. I think the actual set itself altogether looks really well. And from the back of the box to the unbox. Now let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got so many bags. I think 8 is 8. Okay, let me just lay them all out for you and see what we got. Okay, so we have 8 bags in the set. We have one instruction book that is in plastic, which I really like. We have a sticker sheet. We have what I'm assuming is the wings, but something in a cloth, in a packet there. I'll show you that later on in the video whenever I open it up, depending on what step it is. We have a Kids Go Free Legoland kind of voucher thingy, and we have this thing as well, which I only assume is for the board game. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll be playing the board game anytime soon, because as I said, I don't think I'll be bothered to get all of the other sets. Now I think this is either just a flyer for advertising, or else it's the instructions, which apparently aren't that great. So let's get into all of that now and see what's first. Let's get opening up the instruction book and see. So opening up the instructions, well, first off I'll show you this. I mean, there's nothing really that important about that or interesting about that. But so opening up the instructions, we see here that we have our sheet of stickers, one-sided as per usual. And then this thing. So this is the first time I'm seeing this as well. It might look cool for some wall art or something. Okay. Ooh, okay. So that's interesting. 71721. This is the set we have here. So everything in the lava, I would assume, is what you have here in this set. Then you add this set onto it, that set onto it, that set onto it. So I'm assuming that you start possibly here, and you roll the dice, and if you land on this, then I don't know, with the dragon, something to do with the dragon lets his spiders down on you. There's a hat on that, Mr. Wu's hat. There's angry face on that. Look, I'm not going to lie, I don't have a clue what I'm looking at here. Then, of course, it shows you the sets that you need. And it also, instead of just showing you the bits of the sets, like the back of the box, it shows you the actual box. How to play. You put your figure on there, and you put a bad guy on there as well. Oh, okay, so you put your good guy on the arrow, and you put the bad guy on the skull. And maybe someone be's a good guy and someone plays as a bad guy. You roll that dice. Oh, you roll this. This is your dice. So you roll this thing, and whenever this lands on, you take that amount of steps. Okay, cool. And if you fight at some stage, one against the other. Yeah, it's 1v1, I think, is how the game works. So then you roll again, and if you roll on... Oh, if ye fight, you both roll, and whoever gets the love heart wins it. I'm guessing if you both get a love heart, then you got to roll again, best out of 3. Over here then, God knows. Oh, you land on this, and then this spins you around, so you have to go back the ways, and as soon as you land on the X, you win. Okay, yeah, that seems fair. Yeah. So the first bag gives you Nia and Jay. Is it Jay, the blue guy? Gives you your teal brick separator. I love that. The only printed tile in here is the shield, which is, by the way, very nice. You also have the armor for the ninjas, some nice orange pieces, but nothing too crazy in there. You also got a skull in there as well, kind of the weird kind of Ninjago skull. You get 2 small bags here. In this one, you can see lots of nice, like, translucent orange pieces, some gold love hearts, some gold chains, some gold clips and stuff. In the other bag, then you see some nice pieces here. I love these little pyramid pieces, I really do. I just love them. I don't know why. It's just something that I really do like. And then you can see some green flames there to represent the magic of the skull sorcerer. Otherwise, not an awful lot of crazy pieces. We got some pearl gold clips there as well, so just watch out for them, because pearl gold is known to be quite brittle, so just be careful about that. Otherwise, we have a crystal, a blue crystal there in the bottom around here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get on to the build. So at the end of bag number 1, we have a little bit of the board game here. We have some little functions like that turns. So, I mean, you probably roll the dice in some way. It either lands you here or here. And if you get 2, great, because you can go up here and obtain another life. But if you get 1, you have to fight and may even lose another one on your way up there. So even if you do go back up, it might be useless. You start here. It looks, I mean, I was joking at the start. I was like, okay, it's great. Marketing tactic Lego, woohoo, great one on you. But I think it's actually working. I think I want to get the rest so I can play the game. Also, then we have our minifigures here, and you can lose lives. As you see here, you can lose lives. You can lose 3 lives and you're out, or you can gain 1 after losing 1, and, you know, prolong the exit from the game. You got Nia here and Jay, I think. But yeah, really nice minifigures there. You also then have your spare pieces here with your brick separator. Yeah, a good bit of pieces there, in fairness. Like, you got a spare heart there and some green fire over there. But yeah, that's nice. Let's get on to bag number 2. And in bag number 2 then we see Kai, I think. Kai's armor there. We see the statue of Lily. her hair there, so the rest of her is going to be in here. We also see her skirt piece there, some other pieces. Otherwise, standard enough pieces. We see more orange pieces, nothing too crazy. We see the ivory sword of deliverance, I think, and it's quite big. If that's what the actual, like, is that supposed to be the actual sword, then it's rather big. It's much bigger than it needs to be. It should be about the size of the machete, I think, if I'm not right, or at least a little bit smaller. But yeah, that's it for the big side. Onto the small side then, we see more of those green flames. We see machete in there, 2 of them. We see some spiders in there too, and the shield, also Kai's head there as well. Some interesting pieces, I suppose, but nothing that crazy, you know. Also some more love hearts and stuff then as well. But yeah, that's it for the overview. Let's get on to the build. So at the end of bag number 2, we have a little bit more of the board game. We have the Sword of Deliverance, and we have the statue that falls. I'm not quite sure how this works, because you get a spinning one there. I'm guessing maybe it's a battle. Like, if you get a love heart, she doesn't fall. If you get a skull, she falls. You get a fight there, and then you get the X marks the spot. Not sure how that works, the X, in the grand swing of things, because if you get an X in each set, then where is the actual end to the game? Also, we have Kai here, and it makes me think, why didn't we get one of these little things for Nia? So I'm not quite sure. Maybe we do get another one for Nia in a bit, and it's a 5-player game or 6-player game, hopefully, because we have 6 people in mind to play this game with. But yeah, then we get spare pieces here as well, and yeah, pretty much it really. It was so far, actually, it was a nice build. It wasn't as easy as some like 5+ sets and stuff like that, but it's definitely a nice set, yeah, and quick enough build really. This one and the last one was quick enough build, satisfying, but some nice pieces more so than anything else. But yeah, let's get on to bag number 3. In bag number 3, we see some nice pieces. We see some interesting pieces like this thing. I'm not quite sure what that is. I like it. I like the detail in it, the ridges and stuff in it. We see some really nice trans green pieces all around here. Not pieces, but pieces all around here, which is nice to see. It looks like neon, or right, reminds me of TNT boxes in Crash Bandicoot. But we also then see some katanas. We see skull sorcerers in here as well. We see the masks, or the helmets, sorry, for the awakened warriors, and the bodies for the awakened warriors. Some nice lime green pieces in there and white pieces in there. This is interesting. Not quite sure what it is. I haven't seen that one before, so that's nice. We in the box then we see the rubber band in there as well. Otherwise, it seems to be fairly standard looking pieces. In this side here, we have 2 bags in the small side, 1 and 2. We see the kind of enchanted skull, I suppose. We see the awakened warrior skulls, and we see the skull sorcerer's head. We see some wings for the skull sorcerer. We see some nice trans green pieces in here and lime green pieces in here. Notably, we do get some lime or trans green pyramid pieces here, which I just love. But yeah, that's pretty much all the interesting pieces. We see some nice kind of shoulder pads there for the awakened warriors. But I think that's pretty much all I can show you in there. So at the end of bag number 3, we have some of the skull sorcerer's dragon here. We seem to have the back end of him. His tail is going to come out here, and this is going to be the movable part. None of this moves on its own. It's stiff as it is so far. The elastic band there underneath must be for the wings, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure at the moment. I'll let you know what that is. Easy enough build, a little bit more intricate than some other builds, but again, nothing really that crazy. We have then our awakened warriors and our skull sorcerer there as well. And we have some spare pieces here, not an awful lot, but some nice pieces. Like, definitely that black bone is cool, and the katana is definitely cool, and thank God we get a trans green pyramid piece there as well, of my favorite. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Standard enough so far. Let's get on to bag number 4. So bag number 4 here, and we have Really standard pieces, nothing too crazy here. Is that a 6? No, it's a 4. Yeah, really standard pieces here, nothing that out of the ordinary. We see another one of these pieces, although I think it might be smaller. No, it's the same piece. But then we can see these pieces as well. So obviously enough, here we're going to be making the rib cage and the thing that the skull sorcerer sits on the back of the dragon. In the small side here, we've no printed pieces in it, but we do have a side that I didn't notice until now, actually. That's really nice. We then actually have a pair of them there as well, so that's really cool. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Oh, I think we got a spare one. Yes. Again, nothing too crazy in this side here. That's pretty standard for what we've gotten so far in the set. I did find an unusual piece. It's like the old Bionicle kind of connection there, but it's got a ball on the end in there that connects onto there. So like in like that. Just thought I might mention that. That's really weird. It's the first time I've ever seen that, and it's just surreal, really. So at the end of bag number 4, we have a lot more. We have the rib cage done and a few kind of rib looking bones down here as well. We have the back piece done and the little flags there as well. The sai actually go there on it, so I don't know why that is. It's kind of a waste of a really nice piece, I think. I mean, I don't know why it is there. We have the kind of rib cages opening up like that on elastics. Now it won't stand, yeah, it won't really stand up like that because of the rib cage there at the moment, but I think we're going to rectify that in the next bag, because I think we're making feet for it in the next bag. Your spare pieces are here, and you've used all the stickers. You used the bottom 4 here for the flags, and these ones then were actually used all around here, and I forgot to mention that. So there, and you have one here, here, and there as well. So that's where all those stickers are. But yeah, the sticker sheet is finished by now. Let's get on to bag number 5. So in bag number 5, we see a nice little kind of mix of pieces there. We see the blade that is going to end up being the tip of the tail, which is really nice. We see this piece, which connects onto the other weird piece at the end of the tail there that I was talking about earlier. We also see 2 more of those weird pieces that's on the end of the tail, and a few more of them to connect up as well. We see more kind of Bionicle looking joints as well on bricks there. You know, we see some of these bits as well, the kind of clicky, you know, Technic bits, I don't know. But yeah, otherwise then standard enough looking pieces, really, for the most part. On then to the small side, we can see some nice kind of lime green stuff and trans green stuff there. Some nice black spikes there, which is interesting to see, like the tooth kind of looking elements there. Otherwise, not an awful lot of crazy pieces in there. Fairly standard, but nice at the same time. Like they've got some spikes, like old Bionicle looking spikes there as well. Shout out to the good old days. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the overview. Let's get on to the build. And at the end of bag number 5, we have the tail here, which is completely free moving, but there's no like resistance in it or anything, so it does just fall. The only bit that has resistance is the smaller ball joint here, and that, you know, you can aim that whatever way you want, but these bits don't have any resistance. That might be fixed later on, but I don't think it will be. And judging by the shape of it, I think that the dragon will be up like that anyway, so the tail will be facing downwards, so it might not be a massive problem. I still can't stand up properly because we don't have the front legs. We'll be doing that in the next bag. Nice build, but it does take a little bit of patience for some of the bits. Also just getting these little the smaller kind of tooth elements on properly and face the right way and stuff is a little bit tedious, but you know, it's nothing too crazy, nothing to complain about really at all. But yeah, definitely happy with the build so far. Your spare pieces are here, not an awful lot there, but yeah, let's get on to bag number 6. So in bag number 6 here we have these pieces, which are nice. I haven't seen them myself in white before. I don't think they're new by any means, but they are just nice and something worth noting in a video like this. We got some nice lime green pieces there, of course, as you can see there, and we have some interesting pieces there and some more of these there as well. Another one of these weird pieces that I pointed out earlier on. Really strange pieces. I haven't seen those ones ever before, and I just think they look really weird. And then the kicker, I think, in this one is right here. So this I have not seen before at all. As I said, it might be a Ninjago thing, or maybe a Monkey Kid thing as well, or something, but I just have not seen this at all. It's a disc shooter. There's two of them. I mean, I think they're both identical as well. They are both identical as well, so that's worth noting. But yeah, it's interesting to see them there. First thing I noticed in this bag, in the small side, was the white droid part here. So the white droid chest here, which is really nice. We have white Grievous legs, OG Grievous legs, so maybe there's some kind of white droid we can now make out of that, which is interesting. I like that thing. I like that fact. I think I might try and get more of these kind of pieces and make something like that myself. Otherwise, it seems to be standard enough pieces. We got some sand green here. We got some brown and stuff. We don't really have anything too crazy in there. That's pretty much it. Let's get on to the build. So at the end of bag number 6, we have all the legs done. I think we just did the front legs on this one. Attached to the front legs, however, are these little shooters I was talking about up here. Interesting kind of technique there. It makes it throw one of these rods straight down in the middle here, and it just gets stuck there. And I'm assuming that you put it will just fire out. There's nothing holding it in there. And I think, well, look, it's gone now. It's kind of stuck in there. It is kind of a weird technique, but I think you put the studs in there or the discs in there, and it will kind of fix everything. They aren't like, there should be a little bit on here to stop them from going straight back out, but you know, it is what it is. Otherwise, the tail I was talking about kind of sits, you know what I mean? It sits whatever way you want it to, really. I mean, it's completely like you can move it and it'll go with the wind, you know, but like if you do like place it in any certain way, it'll kind of stay there, which is really cool. Once all the legs are on, you can put that up to make it look, I mean, that's it's weird, but I like it. But yeah, maybe it even works straight out. That's really cool. Yeah, but again, great little build so far. We got one spare piece in this bag, but yeah, let's get on to bag number 7. So in bag number 7, not an awful lot that wows. You can see a lot of Technic rods and stuff like that. We're going to be making the wings in this bag, so that's why I've taken out the box. I was right earlier on, that is actually the wings, and they're made of like a fabric, kind of what the soft capes should be made out of, not the plastic that they are made out of. But yeah, standard enough pieces here, and here is pretty much the same then in the small side. We see a lot of the black little spikes and stuff in there, so that is, you know, it is what it is. It's a little unusual, I suppose, but nothing too crazy there. But yeah, let's get on to the build. So at the end of that bag, we have wings. And this is massive. Jesus. This is bigger than some of my Star Wars sets, just because the amount of space it takes up is ridiculous. The wings don't really fold in properly. More on that probably in the review, but he's a bit top heavy. His back legs are coming up a little bit there. The wings were easy to make. They were very simple. Didn't take that much time at all. I think they look really well. The cloth bit goes on through these little balls here as well, if you can focus in on that. Yeah, it's looking well, to be honest. It is looking rather well. But yeah, we got 2 spare pieces left over here, and that'll do it for this bag. Let's get on to the 8th and final bag. So in bag number 8, the final bag, we have some nice trans green pieces there, some lime green pieces there as well. Got a printed brick in here for the eye, which is really nice, I think. A 2x2, just normal old brick. I think we have 2 of them, probably. You know, we have 2 eyes, so I would assume that we'd have 2 of them. But yeah, some nice pieces in here. Otherwise, we got this. We got it doesn't look like we do have another eye, which is kind of worrying, but okay, we'll move on for now. In the small side here, you see not an awful lot of crazy pieces, just quite a lot of pieces for this small bag. You see some spiders in there, you see some little diamonds there as well, the kind of trans-green pyramids. You see this kind of overly piece as well, black bones, nothing too crazy in that side either, but yeah, let's get on to the build. So the eye that I said was really cool, and I was wondering where the other one was. I found it. So at the end of the 8th and final bag, we have the full thing. We added on the head here and that little ball in the middle of the chest there. The head is looking pretty menacing there. Really nice addition. Obviously it needs a head. But once I have all of it balanced well, this doesn't seem to stay up as well as it did, so I'm going to have to do a bit of wiggling around to see what now it's working. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of wiggling around to see what the best kind of way to stand it, because you see there the foot there is coming up at the back, so I need to figure out where the balance is in it. But yeah, definitely a nice build. It was a longer build than usual, but definitely a nice one. I think the wings are one of the coolest looking parts on it. You got your spare parts here. You got loads of spare discs for in here, because it's the same as stud shooters and stuff. You always get a spare projectile, but with these ones they're a bit smaller again, so you get a few more in there, which is nice to see. I don't think I've left any out. I could have. In the back of the instruction books, then I need to take, this guy is big, by the way, but yeah, I'll need to, at the back of the instructions, you'll see there that this shoots, this drops if you push on his back around there. His chest opens up to release this little ball. Then you'll see the typical inventory list, and sorry, 1 second there, and I check. No advertisement at all, just the inventory list, and boom, win. It's quite unusual to see there, but yeah, that's what you have. This is your spare pieces for this bag, and here are your pieces, spare pieces for the entire set. Now there is a good variety of pieces, a good lot of pieces in there, so that'll just about do it for this set. It was an easy enough build. It was fun, it was satisfying. It was a little harder than some of the 5+ sets that I built, in fairness. It was definitely gratifying towards the end. It's a big set, and it did take me quite a while, so that is something worth noting, especially the fact that it is really big. I mean, you can angle the wings up the way, but it just takes up, the dragon itself takes up so much space. I definitely had a good time building it, and I'm really happy that I have it now. I really am. That dragon just looks fantastic. Thanks a million for watching my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you think there's anything that needs to be said. Thanks a million, guys. See you again. Take care.